Yo, it's Jesse with Woman Land Clearing. So I wanted to show you this pile here. Drove old Smokey over here. This is my dad's chicken houses. I purchased this like last Tuesday. It was a few days before Christmas. Or not Christmas, I don't know what I'm thinking. Christmas is coming up. Before Thanksgiving. This is a Kobelco SK120. These people that had it before me didn't speak much English. They had to have a translator. I need to get some lights. A bunch of stuff's busted. It looks like it caught on fire, but my dad's like, that thing looks like it got caught on fire. It wasn't. It is because the exhaust, which I need to cover it up. So, and this right here is always a telltale sign of something. Ooh, it's scared me. I'm guessing that's diesel fuel. And this is probably hydraulic. It don't look like it's got none in there, but it's wore out. It's got most of the glass. It was pretty dirty right in here. I hadn't started it up since last Tuesday. Went and looked at it, and every one of these, so the people that had it before me was selling their business because of what they done. So they use this machine here for big rocks. Like they sold big massive rocks, like size that bucket and bigger, probably size of my truck too. Every one of these, it is horrible. So I'm 100% sure every one of those was messed up. I tried to keep everything cleaned up. I'm not sure what's leaking. I'm not sure if it's water. That looks like water. And this right here is not a good sign either. The turntable seemed pretty good. You can tell they've somewhat greased it. So they said they've had it for 2 years. This is not good. Just sitting here dangling and hangling. But sure, everything's good structure wise that I know of. Now I'm gonna fix this light. You have to start it with a screwdriver, which luckily they left it for me. And onto the bucket. I'm thinking this is leaking pretty good bit, as you can see, and look how awesome that looks. A lot of slap. I am talking the bucket just like this right here is like, oh yeah, that's awesome. These are the good cylinders where you can unbolt them because they're a lot easier. Looks like it's been repacked. That's good. You know, you got to make sure you got plenty of, you know, gap in there so that way the air will go in there and cool the pin off. You can see they had something there. It may have been a thumb. I found a thumb kit for $3,500. That one right there has got a lot of slap in it, so we'll just keep the completely slap full of grease. This is the hood for it, which I should put it up here, and here is the key. So this is how you start it. I'm thinking they messed something up. And see, they got stuff like this. This is the throttle, and then they got the other stuff bypassed. The door's still here, luckily. I mean, most of them, this one's about pushed out, so definitely need to fix that. I mean, structure wise, turntable wasn't floppy, you know, when you're trying to do something. That was the first thing I checked. Hydraulic pump's pretty good. I haven't looked in any of these. Huh, look at that, no filter. That's really awesome. That really helps when you're trying to, you know. And then I like that right there too. Didn't even look at this either. Wow, that's awesome. And then you got this right here. Everything's nice and just clobbered up, and a bunch of stuff bypassed. That's, wow. There's a lot of things I should have paid attention to, but I didn't. But a little bit of fix. I mean, even if it needed something engine wise fixed, I gave $16,000 for this. Not too bad. This right here will tell you something right here. People don't take care of these machines. I don't understand why they don't. I mean, these things are expensive as they are, because it costs so much to maintain them. Let's get up here. I think this is a, I can look in here. That's cool. I could probably bend this out, probably heat it up and bend it back out. I mean, I'm upset with sometimes when I buy something. The engine looked pretty good. We're gonna start it up. The key does work. I'm thinking that what they did was they tried to bypass the key, and then they said I had to fix one of the hoses up here, so I'm gonna buy it from actual Kobelco. The fins are broke, so it's not gonna help it keep cooled. Looks like somebody's already repatched the radiator, and let's see. I mean, it crunk up really good the other day, and see what they done was they put this bracket on here, and then something about the bracket for the, they gave me the exhaust for it. So I'm thinking what happened, there's a sleeve on here and it must have busted off. So we're going to be calling Kobelco, ordering all kinds of stuff for it. If I can get away with fixing it myself, I'm going to. Oh, that's awesome too. It's got all those, which I'll have to track them down, make sure they're all greasing and everything. I'm not sure if any of those get greased or what. But so we're gonna try to start it up, see what it does. It's literally cold. I mean, I'm willing to show you that it's cold. That's telling you anything. Handle exhaust. Check the oil. Wow, it's actually got some on there. I just hit my face with that. It looks pretty dark, so I know they didn't change the oil. Judging by their operation, was pretty sloppy, like really old machines. Everything was leaky. Like their trucks and cars was, I don't know, you can tell by stuff like that. So what I'll show you, I'm just gonna make one solid video, and I'm gonna try to get these. We're gonna try to clean these up right here. Try to clean them up and check everything else. The sprockets look pretty decent as well. I thought that was something right there. And the sprockets look pretty decent. I mean, they still got some life. But at the end of the day, this is paid for. I sold my Mini X to get something like this. And see, this is what bothers me about a lot of things too. And then you got springs, or you got little cylinders in here. I think they said this was bypassed or something, but we're going to get in here and clean all this up. I mean, you can tell this is hydraulic fluid, because you can tell right here that this under pieces, and I'm 100% sure you can change those out, but they're, I don't know. But we're going to try to get a bunch of this stuff fixed on it. Probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, I bet you these rollers about wore out too, and some of the links are like kinked up as well. Let's go ahead and Jesus Christ. So like, I tried to get them come down, but they wasn't. But I have found some of these machines that are a lot older than this with a lot more hours. See, the glass is still in here. I think the only thing ain't up here is this piece right here. May try to find a like a old like place. I mean, this is, I don't know what year this is. It's right there. I'm gonna clean all this up. I'm talking about scrape it, clean it, put new seals in it. This is, so in order to cut it off, you push it all the way in, you pull this out, and I'll fix that. I don't know where the key's at, but it's in my pocket. And say they bypass this. Not sure why, what. Some people just, and then I don't know the hours on the machine. Not sure where the hours is. Here it is. So they bought this 2 years ago, or they've had it for 2 years, and they bought it from auction. They didn't tell me which auction it was. So I think it's got some wiring problems I'm thinking about fixing. All right, so see right there, we're gonna go ahead and try to start it. Like I said, I haven't started it or done anything in over a week. See, that's bent. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff to it. I hope it ain't dead. I think it's dead. Awesome. I love that. You can see a little bit of spark. All right, let me go find my boost box. Hopefully it's in my truck. Well, old Smokey, I forgot that I always bring my jump box just in case, since I swap trucks out, but I forgot. So I don't know where it's at. I know it'll start, but I think it's got a parasitic draw somewhere. We'll have to fix that, and we'll have to get a disconnect for it as well. I could leave the key in there. Ain't nobody gonna steal from our chicken houses. My dad's got a property back here that he stays in. But so when I got it back home, I dug this right here, and it kept bogging down. But he said that's what they always had problems with, was the filter, the fuel filters. Well, I'm surprised they didn't blow a like rings, dust the cylinders and stuff like that, because there's, you know, I mean, it's literally $20–30. I mean, even if it was $100 for the filters, you got to do the maintenance. It's not that freaking hard. So I worked on diesel trucks every day. I see it every day. People with lack of maintenance messes them up big time. I mean, that's part of it. Even if you do it a couple times, blow them out best you can. I just wanted to show you how awesome this bucket is. You know, here, let me show you. Woo-woo. That side too is even worse. It's ripped all the way up. I think the only thing holding it is that corner. And see, this one's got like one of those bucket edges, and this one's missing. So, I mean, everything's wore out. This pin's wore out. This is wore out. This is off of something else. That's got a lot of slap. Grease fitting's missing. Made sure to have to do an oversized sleeve kit. I'm guessing it had, I don't know if that did have some hoses that come over here, or if that's just generic. But I would like, I don't know if I can, I had to put a manual thumb on it. It's got a bunch of brackets, but I don't know what it's for, and it's all bent. I don't think no hoses are, yep, there's one capped off up there. So, I mean, if we could do some stuff, there's gotta be something missing. I don't know, that one's bent. Man, people just don't take care of these things. It's ridiculous. I mean, I pulled the trigger on this one thinking, you know, it might help me get bigger jobs and stuff like that. Everything looks pretty good. I don't know about the idlers. I mean, I did do my certain checks, but most of it was the engine and the turntable. And the turntable looked pretty greasy, so I at least knew it was pretty greased. So I'm gonna try to fix it up, you know, put new door seals, do this and here and there. I mean, if I get out of this, because the way the economy is going, it's rough for everybody. It ain't just me, so everybody's having a rough time. Well, it's got a wasp nest in there. That's nice. What I'm planning on doing is fixing all this best I can, and then putting me like a land management coverage on the front of it. And we'll definitely have to redo all this, because this is ridiculous. But I'm definitely going to get in here and armor all it. So, but I miss my boy Chris. He'd love this thing. We'll have to go and let him operate this. But there's a lot of things that I see, like washers and stuff like that bothers me. Like, does this go to the cab mount? Does this go to something? I mean, they at least got a little tooth here. It's probably not even the right one. But we're going to scrape all this up. That right there was put under there to keep it from locking it out. I'll have to fix that. But that's just stuff like that. I mean, I just don't understand, like that right there. Like, come on, So I take that off, fix it, and the cover's missing on that one. So luckily it's got all the glass that I know of. I don't know if it's missing this lower side, or it looks like it would. I don't know if all that thing goes right here or what. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a throttle or something, or, but he was speaking Spanish a little bit. He was like just a little rough. I just couldn't understand him, so I just looked at what I knew, and then I think they was wanting 18,000 for it, but I just wasn't going to give it because I don't think it was worth maybe 15 if it was lucky. I can't tell if that's broke. Oh, it's just grease. Definitely get some hydraulic fluid and see what's leaking. There's a lot of stuff leaking. He told me a few things is leaking hydraulic fluid, but I'm overall happy about everything. It ran really good. I mean, I let it set and I started it back up after we drove it home, and it was only like an hour drive. So like after it's cooled down and all that stuff, it started right up like maybe a turn, maybe a half turn to a full turn. And what I like about it is most people break them, snap them right here or right there or down there. So it's a very, very, very sloppy bucket. So my grandfather works for tag manufacturer in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So I'm gonna have to ring him up, see if he can't get me something. So I found a manual thumb, and it was right at $3,500, and I think it was redone. I'm gonna fix the hood, but the biggest thing is getting it to run more efficiently versus when it's bypassed, because you see a bunch of wires coming in and out. That really pisses me off, because people can't just go and spend the money, because this will make you money. But anyway, I drove this turd because I was only a few minutes from my dad. So we're definitely gonna start the engine build on this one, but we're not gonna pull this one out. We're gonna build another motor and then put it in there, but we're gonna deck it out. Head studs, DCR pump, so that way we can bypass the CP4 pump. Or probably pay somebody, because I don't have a way to open pick the cab up and all that stuff. I'm just going to pay somebody, but I'm going to build the motor because that's what I did for a living. So but anyway, so tell me what you think about this, what I could do, where I could go for spare parts. I wouldn't mind, like, if this is unboltable or what. I would like to fix this. I wouldn't mind getting an engine cap, or a cab harness, chassis harness, whatever I need, and a few body panels. I figured these are common Kobelco 120s, SK120. And then when I get some time, I'm gonna come up here and fix every one of these. I'm gonna have to dig all the mud out and drive it around, so that way it'll get all the mud out from in the bolt areas and stuff like that, so it don't loosen back up. So I think it's loosened up because of the rocks. Like, it was very, 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 very rocky where I was going. So, but just a little TLC. There's a few of them I'll probably need to replace because some of them are like bent a little bit. But this is a 30,000 pound machine is what I looked up. 30, 31 ish, maybe 30,000 and some change. But I'm very happy about it. Other than some leaks and stuff like that, I think we'll get some pretty big jobs with it, and I can put it on a job and rip stuff up, mulch it up, and maybe we'll get a little bit bigger. So that's what I'm pushing for. So I've been doing this for almost 4 years. I think it is 4 years, or going on 4 years, and it's been a absolute long, rough journey. So nothing's ever easy. But anyway, so if you could tell me what you think about it, and tell me your thoughts, ideas on stuff. Before I completely end the video, I appreciate all the new subscribers, all the comments. And on the thing about the comments is sometimes I can see that people's messaged me on there, but it won't let me see it. I don't know why or what. I'm still learning it. But I appreciate them because it's helping me out, and I was hoping by the time that I got to doing, like, by the end of the year, I'd be able to make enough money to help me somewhat skip along with the videos and stuff like that. I mean, I put a lot of work and effort into my videos and stuff like that, and I do get comments about like the time lapses and this and that. I understand, but I don't have a lot of resources to set them up. But and all that is my work is patchy because of the kind of work I'm doing. I don't have flat land. It's all wavy and rocky and junky material in there as well. So like a bunch of debris piles and stuff. But so I'm trying my best to see what kind of work we can get into. But I use a free editing app that's free, so I'm limited on music and songs and stuff like that. And you get copyrighted every time you turn around, and I could be spending an hour editing, and then once I go to upload it and it says copyrighted, so I have to go in and then do each one after spending 10-15 minutes waiting for it to redo it, and then it tells me, oh yeah, this song's copyrighted. So, and it's just random beats, so it's kind of hard to do everything and then try to do jobs as well, because they're not coming in like they used to in 22 and 23ish. So 24 has been slow go because of the election as well. So, but I think I'm gonna change the hydraulic filter. I'm gonna change all the filters, add filters. We're gonna do it all. We're gonna we're gonna go hardcore on this thing. So I can't bring this thing to life without doing that. So just take care of it. But anyway, I'll see you.